Round. Welcome. Everyone, the regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. So Johnson sitting on the bench. This is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Irving. Richardson is out there with Allen. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Eaton in at the 5, patrolling the bench. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. And it's Green missing.
Defense pulled out all the stop to shut him down there.
Leonard, the pass to Nash. Mobley looking it over. There's the 3. And Steve Nash with the 3. Look at the Heat. Well, they have a difficult test here in the first round. With the talent level of these two teams, this feels more like a second-round matchup.
Yeah, I think most of us are expecting it to be a highly competitive series. Home court advantage could be the difference maker in this one.
And here's Richardson following Steve Nash's 3. On the clock. Here's Irving. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Davis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
High-intensity play from Davis, getting it to go through the foul. Nice little and one.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the evening.
First team foul. Now at the line.
And that one falls for Davis.
And Davis remains a dominant presence on both ends of the floor.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Leonard with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Look for Irving. Drops in the tray.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over Richardson. Leonard, no luck.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Nash against Richardson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Leonard from 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Richardson. Here's Eaton. Cleveland moving it around. Now Green, defended by Nash. Green draws the double. Richardson lays it up off the glass. Richardson's got his second bucket.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
And here's Leonard. There's the triple. Again, Leonard missing. In the corner, Irving with it. And stolen by Leonard. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Mobley sets the pick for Leonard. Holds it up there for Mobley. It's stolen by Green. Here's Allen. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Mobley. Leonard looking around. Now here is Davis trying to end the drought, and it's Davis finishing it off.
What do you want? Agility? He's got it. Height? He's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Now here's Richardson. Outside Irvin. Over Leonard. Second chance shot, and Eaton gets it to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. The Heat with the lead. Here's Johnson. Outside Turner from downtown. Miami no good on that time either.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Lanier, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Johnson against McMillan. Johnson dishes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Cavaliers trailing. McMillan passes to Lanier. Here's McMillan. There's the pick. Pass to Lanier. Now, here's Mitchell. Covered by Mitchell. For Mitchell. And it's Mitchell missing. Miami's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Nice shot by McMillan.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Johnson kicks to Turner. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Johnson outside. Here's Lanier, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. .119 left in the first. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Mitchell against Mitchell. Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Back to Mitchell. Oh, good on the 3. Miami's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And he comes up with the deuce. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
A big like Turner just using that height inside. It's almost a lost art.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still yet to score.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Heat have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Johnson. Pass to Wagner. Turner with a screen on Johnson. Out to Turner. Launches it. That shot is off. the wing, Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. It's all tied in Miami. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who they've got Nash. Mobley is out there with Vaughn. And there's Davis, and it's Alexander Walker. In at the shooting guard. It's stolen by Allen. Johnson, the pass to Richardson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Allen defending. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Miami. Pass to Lanier. Here's Allen. Back to Green. Here's the screen. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. It's tipped. Stolen by Allen. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Allen's got 5 points so far.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Vaughn. Richardson the pass to Green. Allen surveying the D. Sweet move.
And we don't talk about guys like Tony Allen. No, defense first players, but they're key if we want to win games in this league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. He hits both from the stripe. Heat shooting, indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
Now, here's Richardson. Irving attacking. Rebound by the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Alexander Walker. Leonard on the wing. Over Richardson, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
Richardson attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And the first one at the line is good. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And it's the Heat on the break. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Misses the three. And so Green will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Richardson against Mobley. Good D by Mobley.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Alexander Walker. From the line, it's deflected.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Shot clock at 2.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Turner's checked in for Davis.
Number 17, Miles Turner.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Richardson outside. Here's Eaton. Turner covering. Leonard against Irving. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Over Leonard. Irving can't get it to go. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter. 3 of 6. Back to Mobley. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Nash outside. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Allen passes to Green. Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Irving. Basket good off the assist from Allen. Irving's got 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Turner with a screen on Allen. To the middle. It's deflected. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition. Keeping their foot on the gas.
A different look for Miami. Alexander Saw. He's checked in for Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. On defense, Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Well, Cleveland shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's McMillan. Here's one in. Turner covering. Now Mitchell. Pass to McMillan. A 3-ball. And Sarr pulls it down. The Heat trail by 3. Outside Leonard. Mitchell against Irving. Outside Leonard. Down low. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight. 1:19 left in the first half. Outside Irving. Inside. And stolen by Sarr. Leonard dishes to Johnson. And Turner kicks to Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Sarr sets the screen for Leonard. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Leonard from deep. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
When you set him up, more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Mitchell looking it over. Watching the screen. Here's McMillan. Here's Lanier. The rebound by Turner.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat lead by 2. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Miami Heat.
This bench, they've been destructive, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Allen is out there with Richardson. Then there's Irving. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Eaton in at the 5, down low. Here's Alexander Walker. Steps back to the paint. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up, and everyone falls in line.
Now here's Irving. There's the screen. Shoots over Leonard. Bank shot, no good. Miami leading by 4. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Richardson. Allen kicks to Richardson. Pass to Irving. Outside, Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Irving against Leonard. Over Irving. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That'll be his his second foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Wagner's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Richardson. To the inside. Here's Eaton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Eaton's got 5 points so far.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Well, AD is difficult to guard without fouling. And if you don't believe me, just look at the numbers.
For Miami, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Richardson outside. Kicks it out to Allen. Clock is at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Eaton misses. The Heat leading by 3. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Allen outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Mobley outside. There's Nash with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Green with the ball. And here's Richardson, defended by Nash. Shoots from the high post. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Richardson.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here is Davis. He's got 15. Back to Nash. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Richardson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Stolen away. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Johnson. Outside, Davis. Rejection.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Heat with some changes. Alexander Saw. He's checked in for Mobley. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. He's checked in for the Heat. Mitchell passes to Johnson. Nice defense from Wagner. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Wagner. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's McMillan. High post, Johnson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And here is Johnson. Pass to Turner. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Watson.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's McMillan. Johnson outside. Watson the screen. Johnson the pass to Lanier. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by McMillan. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson down low. He's covered by McMillan. Johnson can't get it to go. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Johnson against Wagner. Johnson right side. Shoots over Wagner. Johnson can't hit. For Miami, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Picked them clean. There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. Lanier, the pass to Watson. They set the pick. Mitchell outside. For the lead. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Johnson. Here's Sawyer. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Johnson, the pass to McMillan. Now Mitchell. Johnson outside. And the layup falls. Johnson's got 4 this quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Turner with the screen for Johnson. Pass to Mitchell. On the Lanier's got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's McMillan missing. The Heat trailing. Mitchell wide open. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. To the paint, here's Lanier. Good work defensively by Turner. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Miami ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be... Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out, a 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but it's got to be a real sense of urgency.
He's begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to just kick it up a notch.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Mitchell. Then it's Johnson. And it's Davis at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Nash is checked in for Johnson. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Al Richardson. Pass to Eaton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Leonard on the wing. Mobley outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
Shooting while in in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Pass to Irving. Richardson outside. Over Nash. Richardson, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's tipped. And Miami making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Allen's checked in for Cleveland.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Nash outside. Good work defensively by Richardson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Outside Irving. Pocket 6. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. Green dishes to Allen. Cleveland moving the ball around.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Leonard, the bounce pass. Richardson against Nash. Back to Leonard. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Mobley has screen on Allen. And Mobley throws it down.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands. Catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Now, here's Richardson. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Richardson against Nick. Richardson, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack. That one drops for him. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
And Allie, thanks so much. Pass to Allen. Outside, Green. Here's Richardson. Drives to the hoop. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Irving against Leonard. Here's Irving. He started closely. That one good for 2.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Uh-oh, everything is going AD's way. He is in that zone and scoring at a terrific pace.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard against Irving. Cleared away by Leonard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A premier player in this league, Davis, with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
Cleveland now, time running out. Richardson outside. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Cavaliers making a switch here. McMillan's checked in. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Davis. A 17-footer. And that one is good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Irving looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Letzler's a 3. Does not go.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Heat.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. It's Allen. On the wing, Green. Covered by Mobley. Irving outside. Jacks up a 3. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Round one.
You take a look at... The Knicks, they come in with home court advantage, but I don't think many people expect them to skate right through.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this series isn't hard fought. Right away, they're going to have to get into the take no prisoners mindset that you need in the playoffs.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia, and it's Kidd in at the point guard position. Here's Dumars. Chamberlain pulls it in. To Pettit. Here's Kidd. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Cowens.
76ers foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Outside Love. Just 5 to shoot. Counted.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Van Arsdale. To the middle. Here's Pettit. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Dumars. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Kidd. Here's Rice. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Johnson. New York working the ball around now. Here's Dumars. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off the shot here. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Pettit. Philadelphia leading by 3. Kidd, the pass to Chamberlain. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Love. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, if Love doesn't finish a play inside, there's a high chance he's still going to find his way to the free throw line.
And Love drops them both. Here's Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Van Arsdale. They set the screen. And here's another one for the Sixers.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Hill, and he banks in the layup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Van Arsdale. Pass to Pettit. Here's Van Arsdale. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Left side Hill. Dumars misses.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Tipped! And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Randall, he's checked in for the Sixers. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a three-point game. Here's Kidd. And that one good. Kidd's got his second bucket on the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Hardaway, the pass to Robinson. Inside. And Beck gets it to go.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Six on the shot clock. Tries it from 16. The Knicks pull it in.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Excellent possession by this basketball team. Set DeMar for an easy opportunity inside.
Pass to Pettit. Down low. Randall. Good.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Outside Hardaway. From the corner. Kidd with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 3. Up top, Randall. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Hardaway finds Robinson. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game. Down the first one. The 76ers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And so he hits both.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
A minute 22 left in the first quarter. On the wing, DeRozan. Drops one in from the wing. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan will 2-point you to death, folks. He has made his living in the mid-range area.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. So it's the Knicks now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. To the inside. Nice start for him, making his first shot.
Well, I think when DeRozan's involved, and obviously the pick and roll is almost always successful. He's got a great sense and knack to be successful in here.
Now here's Ball. Middleton passes to Pettit. Philadelphia moving it around. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hardaway finds Robinson. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Petrie. It's rebounded by Beck. DeRozan outside. Fades away. No luck on that one. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Sixers ahead. Up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Lonzo Ball. Chris Middleton is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Camby in at center. The Knicks making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Love for 3. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
Well, this is the era of big men who can shoot the 3. Love, you've had to adapt and adjust and make your game more modern.
Here's Camby. Get to see a basket. And he gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by.
Love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is the challenge.
Petrie, that's good.
And that's just nasty right there, guys.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Love. Now here's Johnson. Now DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Randle. Love grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 4.
The consistency of DeMar DeRozan throughout his tenure in the NBA, it's incredible how consistently good on the offensive end he has been.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That's good from DeRozan.
Great scorers know how to knock in free throws. DeMar DeRozan, not the guy you want to foul.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Here's Rice. Takes a 3. The shot off that time. Pass to Hill. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Hill's got his second basket on the night.
Well, give DeMar DeRozan credit. This guy is unselfish, moving the basketball, just such a great teammate.
Ball, a screen on DeRozan. Back to Ball. Down low. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Ball against Johnson. DeRozan for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Ball passes to Chamberlain. Here's Camby. Pass to Ball. Launches it. DeRozan outside. There's a screen by Love. DeRozan passes to Love. And he makes it on the layup. Love's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the 3, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
So both teams changing it up here. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Pettit passes to Kidd. Philadelphia with another miss.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Hill uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 4-point Knick lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Pettit. Here's Rice. Checked by Hill. Here's Chamberlain. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in. Chamberlain's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Here's Cowens. No points yet. Right side Johnson. Clock at 6. Hill the pass to Johnson. The three is up. Chamberlain pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. To the middle. Here's Van Arsdale. Philadelphia moving it around. And it's New York with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Shot's good by Hill. Hill's got 8.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Pass to Rice. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. Cowens grabs the board.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the middle. Here's Love. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 9 points in the game.
Do we know this about Kevin Love? Contact will not deter him.
Here's Rice. Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Dumars. Pass to Hill. Now Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Got a hand on it. 1:52 left in the second. Hill with the double team. Here's Dumars. Van Arsdale passes to Kidd. Here's Chamberlain to the wing on the left. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, wow. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Robinson. We've got 1:08 left in the half. Shot clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Knicks lead by 6. Here's Petrie, defended by Hardaway. Here's Van Arsdale. Philadelphia needs to get off the shot. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dumars. And a missed layup. Pass to Petrie. Pettit. And that's not going to go. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the paint at it. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to sets.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Man, we've seen Kevin Love really having a great game.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
And New York has possession. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. We've got Kevin Love, and it's Johnson in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Takes it inside. Pass to Hill. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Pettit. Here's Chamberlain. Love grabs the miss.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Here's Dumars. Outside Love. Here's Hill. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
76ers trail by 10. Down low. Here's Pettit. And he goes in for the dunk.
A precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Johnson passes to Cowens. And here's Johnson. To the inside. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, guys, Kevin Love with the power finish there.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Chamberlain cuts off the pass. Outside Johnson. Now Love. Now here's Hill. Here's Dumars. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 12-point New York lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. DeRozan is checked in for New York. Minutes gone now in the third quarter. Philadelphia moving it around. Johnson against Ball. Pass to Cowens. Now DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Kidd with a rebound. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Rice. Here's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Cowens has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Johnson to the paint. Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
When someone has it going like Kevin Love, it's your responsibility as a teammate to continue to find him. Nice job by all involved.
Here's Kidd, defended by DeRozan. To snap the cold streak. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. And Camby pulls it down.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Stout defense comes from not only contesting the shot, but also grabbing the board.
Here's Hill. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hill's got 14 points for the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Hardaway against Ball. 4-3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Hardaway. DeRozan, left side. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan off the bounce. Oh, and there's the whistle. He was going up for the layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it or not. So we got a couple of free throws coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. 76ers trail by 15. To the inside. Here's Randall. Pass to Camby. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Camby's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
On the wing, DeRozan. 7 points in the game. Can't cash it in from close range.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Beck. Back to Hardaway. Here's DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Here's Petrie. It's hauled in by Robinson. For New York, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's DeRozan. Inside DeRozan.
Boy, how about the body control from DeMar DeRozan? Just an outstanding score despite the hit.
Here's Petrie, defended by DeRozan, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Beck. Ooh, good finish at the rack with the slick feed. Beck's got his third basket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Dumars. Charity stripe shot. Ball with the rebound. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Petrie passes to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
Now Robinson. From the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out in front. They lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Chris Middleton, and it's Randall in at the 5 spot.
That's Julius Randall in pick-and-roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
Robinson against Middleton. Left side, Robinson. Kicks it out to Hardaway. The 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Petrie. There's the drive, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Outside Robinson, over Middleton. Robinson can't hit.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Van Arsdale passes to Pettit. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his first of the night.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Beck. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Hill. Randall pulls down the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Philadelphia moving it around. Driving inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They lead by 7. DeRozan outside. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Hardaway from outside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pettit's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Van Arsdale, defended by DeRozan. He's hit. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here.
The Sixers substitution, number 41, Glenn Rice.
So it's Philadelphia now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Outside Love. Inside. Here's Hill. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Pettit passes to Chamberlain. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Hill drives in. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And the Knicks making a change here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And they call an illegal screen here.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Pettit, covered by Love. To tie it up. Ooh, the shot misses. Knicks leading by 3. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Just a huge basket from Kevin Love. Stepped up right when they needed him to.
Here's Pettit.
When the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. 76ers trail by 4. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, no good on the layup. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. He takes it in. Yes, sir! Count it!
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Love. Yes! Using that window.
How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense? Comes up with a gigantic fourth-quarter
second call. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Not that time.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Van Arsdale. As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And an intentional foul right there. It's stolen away.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're losing by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Knocks down the trifecta.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
At the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
And Philadelphia calls time here. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. Here's Kidd. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the